All right, time now is 6:23, and I am joined by our fitness guru, Leanne Ellington, to talk about fascia. We have a piece of chicken right here. You may not know what fascia is because I certainly didn't until you taught me the way, but everybody has fascia.
Absolutely, and fascia it's a connective tissue, and it can be your best friend, it can be your worst enemy. It's great because it basically compensates for whatever your muscles aren't doing, whatever joints aren't stable. It will kind of lay down so that it does the work for you.
But just explain what it is, basically.
Right, it's basically picture tissue paper, and that's the thickness of each layer of fascia. But on one side of it, it's kind of got like a duct tape on the other side, so it'll just kind of lay down, and it surrounds muscles, it surrounds joints, and it's basically everywhere where we don't have organs, muscles, you know, blood, oxygen, that kind of thing. It's everywhere. It's one of the most plentiful systems in our body, and it's great for the reasons that I mentioned. But if it lays down in a certain area, and then you go correct what it was correcting for you, if you go stabilize a joint, if you go strengthen a muscle or lengthen a muscle, the fascia doesn't go with it. So you have to make sure that you're manipulating the fascia. I brought in a foam roller before in the segment, and compression is the only way to really change that tissue quality. So when you get a massage, it's a totally different massage when you're getting that muscular massage versus that myofascial massage. It's very superficial to the skin. You don't have to go very deep. It's right on top. And we brought in some lovely chicken breasts just to show everyone at home what they're looking for. And you know, just to give you that mental picture, the white stuff, this surrounding stuff on chicken is fascia. And if you look in here where you'll see that there's actually, let me get the camera to see it, some blood in there. And that actually is the best way to show where blood is restricted through fascia. You know, fascia can actually block fat. You can be fascia bound, you know, with your fat molecules, and also a muscle. And so you can see, if I were to hold it up, where it's a little bit thinner, and you can kind of see through it. And literally, if I were to manipulate that with my hands and massage it a little bit, like, you can see that I'm actually redistributing where that fat goes. It's kind of like ironing. So that's what you can literally do to your fascia. So,
all right, so we don't have a lot of time here. So as you're showing us, it's paper thin. Clearly you can see it's trapped fat and blood, and that actually happens in our own body. So what can you tell people to do at home to make sure that they have the best amount of blood flow and mobility?
Right, we're gonna be showing some tools on some coming weeks to show how to do myofascial release at home, but things such as a rolling pin or a foam roller, and I mean literally a rolling pin that you would use for baking, things like a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball where you just want to roll your body out. The simplest trick, if I were to give you a 5-second trick, would be take a tennis ball and put it on the ground and roll your feet with it. There's a lot of fascia in the feet, and our alignment starts down at the feet, so that would be the best way. But I'll be showing you guys some tricks in the coming weeks.
Who knew? We all look like a chicken, I guess.
Yes.
All right, sounds good. Leanne, thank you so much. All of Leanne's workouts, her free workouts, are on our free website, clickorlando.com. For now, I know Julie is so jealous that she did not get to touch this raw chicken, so we're going to get over to her and talk about the weather.